live.
Is there anyone that thinks that, do you have a girl? Or is there anyone that thinks they're a girl that's gonna come to me as a woman or anything, if they or they're gonna be upset if they
Who
see
said
us
that?
messaging? That's what I said. Somebody messaged me.
Oh, a person?
Yeah, a guy. And he was trying to talk to me.
On the show?
No, on Instagram.
Where'd you do that?
I'm telling you the story now of what happened.
On the site?
On Instagram.
In their inbox?
They messaged me in my inbox.
Oh.
It was a follower.
Oh, okay.
So we having a conversation. I'm assuming what are you hitting me up for? You must be interested or something. So I'm asking you a question. I'm trying to get to know you. He's asking me stuff. So I say, is there any woman, because you gotta ask nowadays, niggas be married and all type of shit, been there, done that, or whatever, and they'll sit up there and like, oh, she's my baby mother, oh, I'm single, the nigga, she pregnant, you got a baby on the way or some shit, like, niggas be lying. Or they don't say it if you don't ask them. Sometimes they might tell you the truth, but I asked, is there anyone, do you have a girlfriend? Because you're attractive, you have a girlfriend, is there anybody that thinks she's your girl? Because you know, sometimes women be delusional. They don't be in a relationship and they be acting crazy as if y'all is together and they'll fight a chick and everything. and
you gotta add something to it.
I don't have nothing. Well, you do have it. I'll give you on Wednesday.
I do, but I got five left.
I'll give it to you on Wednesday. What I'm saying. So I said, oh, is there anyone, if you have a girl, or is there anyone that thinks they're a girl that's going to be upset if they see us messaging? And he said no, or whatever. And then I said, do you have any, at some point later on in the conversation, it was like going on for days. It wasn't like back to back conversation. But then I was like, do you have any kids? And he said, yeah, one. I said, how old? 6. That's young. I didn't say that's young, but in my head, I said that's young. So I'm like, oh, what happened with the mom? Is that not a normal question? Like, if I'm getting to know you and you just told, and I didn't, we're texting.
Wait, so hold on. Recap what you just said, because this is good.
Okay,
my mind is all over the place, but I'm sorry.
Okay.
Recap, this is good, actually.
So I'm on Instagram, and somebody messaged
So let me just clear to everybody that's out there, just to what do you call it? Reset, right? What we're talking about is an experience, dating experience. You tell us if you agree or disagree. I'm gonna give my side on it. My boy gonna give his side on it, and go ahead.
So I said, we're getting to know each other. He asked me a question, I'm asking him a question, or whatever. So he told me he had a kid, and he said it's a 6-year-old. And he doesn't live here either. He lives down south, or whatever. But we just had a conversation at this point. But he said he was looking for a relationship. Cause I'm like, why are you single? And whatever. He's like, it was. And then it's like, you don't. To me, it's giving you just want to fuck, but you don't want to say that because I'm asking.
There's nothing wrong with that, guys.
I didn't say there's nothing wrong, but that's not what I'm looking for. If I could fuck somebody that I already have been dealing with, if that's the case. At this point, if I meet somebody new, I want it to be something serious. So I'm not stupid. I could tell because you would just answer a question if you're really saying it or whatever.
Now he has a kid. He has a kid. He's not with the baby mother. The question is, why are you not with the baby mother? Like, what happened? And
I said what happened with I said there's not going to be any baby mama drama or anything like that. Is there or whatever, like, I didn't say nothing crazy. Like, I don't think I wasn't being rude. I don't think that's rude. I'm just asking you a question. We're getting to know each other, and you told me you had a kid. I think that's a valid question because I'm not just trying to fuck. If that's what you're trying to do, that's fine, but hit somebody else up for that. Plus, you don't even live up here anyway, so whatever. So then he said, oh, you asking too much, but no, there's no baby mama drama. And then I was like, you think that's asking too much? I said, if I had a child and you asked me, what happened with the relationship or why it didn't work out, I wouldn't have a problem answering that. And then he was like, that's why he just wanted to fuck, because he's like, I listened to the message back. I wasn't rude or not, because at that one I sent a voice note instead of texting. But it wasn't
Let me
rude
pause
how I
your
said it
story
or
for a
whatever.
second.
And
Don't
then,
send guys voice notes. Continue, go ahead.
well, I didn't until the end. That was the last. I only sent 2. It wasn't like a whole paragraph or whatever. But that was the last. He was like, I don't think this is going down the right path, but take
He
care.
said that?
Yeah.
All right. A few things. All right. So with that, now if anybody watching this and they want to scrutinize whatever I'm saying, by all means, please. I'm what May say, I'm gonna order smoke, hookah, vape, all that shit. What I really want to say, and I don't know if my boy supports me with it, whatever. But if he don't, then I love the discourse anyway. But this is how I feel about it. One, there's nothing wrong with if you don't have any children. Now listen to what I'm saying specifically, please. There's nothing wrong with if you don't have any children and someone starts with the conversation saying they do have children, not gender specific. So we're not even gonna play that game. There's nothing wrong with you asking that and asking where is the other person, because that starts the conversation. That's a conversation right there. And that's a good conversation when you're getting to know somebody, because you probably want to gauge this individual, probably get to know what type of things they're going to say, if they're going to talk ill of their BM, or if hold on, let me finish, or they're going to be like nice about it or whatever, or just going to keep it brief. Hey, it just didn't work out. But when they're defensive about it, that's a sign. Whenever men are defensive about anything, wherever people, because I'm trying to say gender neutral, whenever people are defensive about something, that means they have something to hide. Otherwise, they would just give you a straight answer. A lot of women are defensive about giving straight answers with stuff most of the time. Not to put it on women, because guys do it too, right? But we're talking about normally why women do it, because it's emotionally driven. Most of the time, they care about the feelings of the other person, how they're going to be perceived, how they're going to look, how it makes themselves look. So they got to think twice about that, and their gut gets in the way of them really saying whatever. Men, especially when we know we got it, there's no reason for me to hide it. If I know I got it, I'm going to be forthcoming about the information. And I know from some of the most decent players in the game or whatever, they got a pretty good track record. They don't play into the emotional ping pong game with women. They accept whatever they throw at them in most cases, and then they flag them. Like, all right, this girl is this. All right, cool. I'm not gonna deal with that or whatever. But
it's a circle in the block for parking now.
Right. It's nothing really keeping you in that situation. Now, if you're just casually, out there talking to women, certain things are not going to be shared, for me personally. But if I want to know more, I'm going to ask a whole bunch of questions before we even get into it. But when you just meet a person, somebody holler at you, and you getting to know them, they should be asking a lot of questions. That shows interest. But like, if a woman hits me up and she asks me a whole bunch of questions, she asks me, do I have any kids? My questions are pretty simple and pretty attractive to most women. But if they ask me questions, I love talking about myself. You can't get me to talk about myself enough. But I try to limit that. So I'm going to be a man of few words. And I think that's the best gift that a man can offer a woman, is being a man of few words. It's more attractive. You saying less makes the woman, makes her more appealing to you. And her being involved and wanting to ask you more questions and being more compelling and trying to go out of her way, leaving a voice note, things like that, to make sure that you understand exactly what she's saying, because the words aren't enough. I want you to really feel what I'm saying. Like, hear my voice. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm almost done. That type of shit is really what, like, turns me off. You know what I mean? Like, I might be like, I'll fuck with her, but she easy. But I'm not gonna fucking say, oh, Like, I'm good. I'm just gonna like leave her on whatever for a little bit. Like, she cool, whatever. She let me waste no shit. She play the game a little bit. That's just me. I probably would do it. But if I really like her, I'm actually actively trying to build something with her at my age right now. Not I'm like 40, 50 years old. But at my age right now, I'm like one of those, if I do pursue you, I think you're attractive. I think I like you. I want to get to know you more. And if you're interesting enough for me to pursue it, then I will. But asking me a lot of questions about myself, sometimes I feel like, man, I don't know what to tell her. I don't know what I'm not going to tell her. It might be too intense. It might be this, it might be that. So I kind of reel back a little bit. So it could be like asking too many questions too early before we even got to know each other. It shows too much eager. It's like taking the shit out of my house on your first visit. Like, you don't do that. Come a few times over. Let's get intimate first before you decide you want to take a shit at my house. Cause now I'm like, damn, this bitch takes shit.
No, I'm not gonna get intimate with you before I know if you got a chick on the side or you're still fucking with your baby mother. For the woman, yeah, for you, because you're protecting your interests, I'm protecting myself. Why would I waste my time and not find out if you got a bitch or whatever?
It's a numbers game. He shot the same shot that he shot at you at several other women.
Yeah,
you bit. You bit the reel.
Stupid.
So because you bit the reel,
you're not talking to me,
you seem like you're invested in finding out more. Okay. So I'm gonna say, do I care about you asking me all this? Like, I just want to get right down to business. Because
like you hit me up and you're asking me shit too. So it's like you sound crazy.
Yeah, but he wanted to give me like I'm not with her. Like what else you want to know? Like.
That's all I said.
That's how he felt for him to respond that. I don't know the whole conversation, but from what you told me, that's how he felt to respond that way. I wrote it down. I think go ahead.
I think just for each situation, it's still an overall positive situation because if you think about it, that was somebody who was tuning in to the show. You see what I'm saying? She didn't specifically know this nigga or
what?
You didn't.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you said he was tuning into the show. I thought you said he was
wrote me on Instagram. He was a follower.
Oh, I thought you said he was
a follower on Instagram.
Oh, never mind.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's a numbers game. If somebody hit her up off her hair, like she was like, oh, like he was like, oh yeah, I seen you on the show. He would be more interested in things of that nature. That just shooting your shot. But that's what I'm saying. Just shooting your shot at a girl you visually already seen her, you already whatever. You decided, all right, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Boom. Now you seen her and you pull away. There's nothing positive about that because that's leaving them on the hook. For the woman to have an open-ended mindset of it, like, oh, well, maybe he does like me because he said this, but he said I was doing too much.
I think that
I think that would be
I
dope.
just left it like that. He said I'm good or whatever he said, like basically in the conversation. Like, that's how I left it. I didn't say nothing.
It should be like that though.
And I deleted
it should
the
be
message.
like that.
But
I just think it's dope that like people, well not even people, like a dude could hear like E's voice and then be like, yo, I fuck with what she's saying.
Oh yeah, because like when I was at work and the guy was like, I sound brazy, and I'm like, what? Is that a good or a bad? He's like, oh no, it's good. Like you sound good. Like where is you from? New York? He was from New York, and I'm like, no. I told him where I was from, and then he was like, well, I just said the state, and then he was like, take my number down. He was like, oh, you already got my number because it's my job. And I'm like.
That shit, I gotta point to that. Like that shit, like when you bag a chick on fucking like takeout food, Domino's, like I did that shit, like that shit. I'ma tell you, alright. Let me just tell you real brief story. Let me tell you a real brief story real quick. So, boom, I'm out of state, whatever. I'm ordering. Now this is me young. It's like 18, between 18 and 25. I'm telling on myself. But listen, this situation, I'm chilling. Girl call from Domino's. We order food all the time. I hear this shorty. I'm like, oh, you sound da 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 da. All my boys around me, whatever. This is that young shit that we was talking about. Oh, they young, they you know, whatever. I'm talking to her, boom. I bag her. No funny shit. Bag her. I end up going to now bag is not just, you know, you talk to the girl, oh she like you, follow me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Nah. I got her number, we exchanged it, we set up when we gonna meet, we met, and things happen progressively, right? I go to her crib, she like and like the trailer park joint, that type shit. And we get there, I see her mom's. Her mom's is Persian. I'm not lying. I still got nasty messages from her on Yahoo.com. Crazy,
Yeah.
right? So I meet her mom. Her mom like she all like, oh, you know, you're handsome. I take her daughter. She's like, Mom, go outside. We go to the park. I slay in the park on the slide. No cat. Real life. Not no little kid. Not. Oh, this was my first time. I stuck behind it. No, grown as fuck. In the fucking park at night in another state, smashing the chick on the slide. Yes, I'm nasty. I'm sorry. I got checked. I regularly go to the doctor and all that shit. So I'm not no wild nigga. I don't be out here, you know, doing sushi and shit. Like that's not how it is. But I fucking did what I did, whatever. And I know from my experience, from my personal experience, that it's definitely possible to bag a chick over the phone and be saying some bullshit like, oh, you got a sexy voice or whatever. That bullshit, I'm telling you, women out there listening, guys probably gonna hate me for this. That's why I gotta say it. Don't fall for that stupid shit, because it's stupid. Nigga don't know what you is over the phone. You don't know shit.
I said that to him. I said, I could be 300 pounds. You don't. And then he said, are you? But I know I do sound. Yeah, but other people have.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Not to take your sunlight. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is like when you hear some shit, when a nigga saying some gas shit, because that's gassing. That's gaslighting. That's bullshit most of the time. Like, okay. You know, whatever. I've heard chicks that I've seen your picture or whatever. Damn, I ain't talked to you. This what I've been missing out on. Yeah, because sometimes they do sound good after you already seen them. But if I ain't never seen them, and I've been fooled. That fucking vibe chat shit. We was on that vibe chat shit, man. Talking to a girl, you think she a diamond. You meet her in real life, she like,
talk to you because you sound good. You want to hear more.
Vibe chat was like a chat hotline before online and shit like that. This was some shit you call.
And I don't know what you look like either. So
and then you be in the fucking shit in the waiting room and shit, and then women just come on your line. They be like, this is vibe chat.
Yeah, I remember that.
You are now listen. You are now talking to Ivory. Go ahead and chat.
Oh wow.
And then y'all start talking. She be like, hello, and they can leave you voicemails and shit like that. This was back when we was young, when we was like grown, nigga. Like why the fuck we calling this? Like, I was 18, 17.
Maybe it wasn't that. They have multiple different ones that's just like that. But I remember vibe chat.
Yeah, we call that shit. We call that shit.
But I hung up because they was dirty, and I was not.
Yeah, it was thorough though. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Like we used to get some joints.
Pretending
like low key.
No, I was talking to a dude. He was being nasty, and I was pretending. I'm like, I'm not doing that shit because I was younger. And I'm like, again, telling on myself. This episode about to be messy because it's in the middle of the week. So I'm about to just tell you. I might be telling on myself, but I met a person that I know, they baby mother on Vibe Chat. Before it became their baby mother. And met up with him and everything. Yeah, I just called. And then I hung up. I was like, this nigga nasty.
But we ain't do nothing. We were supposed to do something, but we never did nothing. So he lucky too, because I wasn't really feeling her like that. But she was like sweating me, like she really wanted me to do it. You know, because I was a young yeah when I was.
Not a yeah.
I was a young yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Bitches wanted a nigga, like, it made me feel good about myself. Like, I was like,
no,
damn.
but don't try to discredit me.
I'm never trying to steal nobody's shine, but I'm trying. But when people listening, you gotta have that layer to it, because a young girl is definitely gonna be on
people
some.
even said that in person. Like, I worked at a call center before, and one of my
we know. Okay, you got a great voice. They
were like, no, I'm telling you.
Okay, go ahead.
Somebody that worked there with me, they were like, you sound like you at one. He said that I sound like I'm at one of them. Yeah, and I'm like, I got offended.
Our shit dead turning into Joe Button podcast. Like, Joe Button, he got Mel telling her little story. Like, one time, Joe. It was like, yo, that's what it's like. Yo, like, it's some crazy shit. Pause for that little motion, but you know what I mean? Like, but like that's what it's like. That's what, you know. But I get it. Like, I'm not.
No, but I said that though. I'm like, you don't even know what
it's
I
good
look
that
like.
you identified it
like,
early.
Yeah, I'm not. At this point, I should know something.
Niggas definitely be gassing.
Dating since I was like 15. So if I didn't learn nothing from that,
men don't let your daughter start dating at 15. But listen,
I mean, they didn't let me. I wasn't supposed to have a boyfriend.
So look, there was a very compelling discussion.
You're gonna do it anyway if you try to stop.
A very compelling discussion that we had. Do body count matter? Right?
If you don't know.
Niggas talk about body count every damn. We talked about it in a few episodes. The red pill niggas talk about it. Whatever. Let's just keep it a stat. Is a number. Let's just throw it out there. Let's just say it. Let's say it unanimously. Let's say it at the same fucking time. Does women body count matter? Yes. No. Oh, you said no?
Because you don't know. You're not asking.
Wait.
If you
he
know
said
she's
no.
a hoe,
he said no. He said no.
You don't know
he said
how many
no.
people
Nah,
you
got you.
tell,
I thought he was gonna say it at the same time, but I'm glad he said no. Cause listen, we watched the fucking show. A nigga said, yo, if a woman had, you know,
Chris,
two or three bodies, you know what I mean? Then she not that bad. 2 or 3 bodies ain't bad, but two or three bodies a year, 18, starting off at 18, that is bad. 2 or 3 bodies a year, you not committing to nobody. It's a seasonal exchange of relationships, bro. You really got cuffing seasons throughout the year, nigga. You got 3 relationships in 1 year. That's damn near every season. It's only 4 seasons in a fucking year. How long you been with these niggas? Oh, this was 2 months. This one I stayed with him for the rest of the year. This one I met him on Easter. You know what I mean? Whatever. I don't know how you did it, but you somehow fuck with 3 niggas. Then the next year, that's 6. By the time you're 19, you got 6 niggas. It's not too bad. But then by the time you 20, you got 9. By the time you 21, you got 12. By the time you 22, you got 15. By the time you 23, you got 18. By the time you 24, you got 21.
It's a lot of bodies, dog.
Nigga,
but
21.
You know I still don't care
the
though.
The thing is, and
300. A chick had 300 bodies. Was married 3 fucking times.
You know why I still don't care? It don't matter what the number is. It matters on my judgment of you prior to us getting together.
That's poetic.
So check this out. Yeah, exactly. It's because how you act.
It could
so
be.
you're not.
It's how you're acting.
Because people
listen to what I'm saying.
No,
Smiley, that's not what I'm saying.
I know
I'm saying
what you're saying.
I'm saying
if that's your logic, then you would.
Come on, E. Let me. So all I'm saying is, if morals and shit matters, if judgments and shit matters, then I'm gonna know who I'm deciding to wife, and I'm gonna know who I'm gonna decide.
Fuck
to like,
all that, yo. 300. 300, bro.
See?
300. You
See?
find out later she got 300 bodies. Are you fucking with her?
See?
Cause you gotta get to the nuts and bolts of it.
It's on camera.
Gotta let him finish.
So like I said, at the end of the day, if you could make it past the morals, the judgment, the me playing mind games with you that I know that I'm playing just to see your reaction. If you react a certain way, then it's probably over with the relationship, or it's probably over with the friendship, because I'm looking for certain things. Like, I don't mean to do this shit, but I'm gonna do this shit. And at the end of the day, like, it's character. It's character at the end of the day. Like, you're gonna know your girl character. You're gonna know she moved like a hoe or a reformed hoe. It's muscle memory. It's like you can't hide certain things. You see what I'm saying? She might be in the middle of pleasing you and do some shit that you ain't never get done before. You're gonna be like, oh, she's experienced. Where you think that experience came from?
To experience.
Crazy.
No, all I'm saying. Listen to all I'm saying. Listen to all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, it doesn't matter for me personally, because by the time you get past the psychological mind games that I'm about to play, we're gonna play that just because that's who I am as a person. I'm gonna let her know it's not gonna be no, oh yeah, like I don't know where this is coming from.
She did all that. I'm just saying she did all that.
If I get fooled, then it's like you said, it's on me. But what I'm saying is,
now what do you do? Now what do you do?
How would you know? It's how would you
know?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You're gonna know before you make a big judgment or a big life-changing moment like marriage. You're gonna know. That's not what we talking about here. So what are we talking about? Smiley. You're saying if I'm trying to get with a girl, does her body count matter? I'm saying before we even get to her body count, before we even get there, we have to take steps to see who this person is. So of
she's
course,
a great person.
Listen, Smiley.
I'm listening. She's a
Smiley.
great person. All of that
it
stuff
don't matter.
She is. All that stuff she is.
That's one volume of.
He said,
what
then
the
I'll
fuck.
get tricked then, because I won't know.
Then you'll get tricked and you'll just be with her? That's what you mean?
If she's just, if she's just,
you should know, and everything else, you feel like she's faithful to you.
You're
does
good. You're good to
everything
go.
that
300 is good. All right, cool.
She got to pass though, and that criteria is hard.
Because it'll
if
be
you're
hard
saying
to
she's
give it up
passive,
if she's perfect,
cool.
everything you want, but then you find that out.
Even perfection is a flaw. So I mean, it depends on how you look at it.
I'm just trying to
like,
get.
He said, yeah, he would accept it if he already accepted her, and he found out later she was a perfect girl, and then he found that out, he wouldn't give it up.
You embarrassed.
Whoa! I didn't say that. Hey,
that's what he's asking.
Hey, look. I'm saying
body count matters.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying if I got deceived. Y'all know how I feel about being deceived.
Body count matters?
Listen. It's
perfect.
Listen, bro. Perfection and 300 bodies is not two of the same things.
We're not talking about that.
Yes, we are.
He's saying if she passed all the tests, she's perfect, and then somehow
she
later on
deceived me.
If
I'm deceived, it's up.
So
she told me, hey, I had 300 bodies. So yo, you didn't think to tell me how many bodies you had if you had that many bodies?
That's not deceit.
That is deceit.
Cause right.
If y'all.
So what are you saying? Yo, I'm not dealing with you if you got 300 bodies and now she later on says you got 300 bodies.
I'm saying,
how does she know?
Listen, Smiley.
She watched this video.
Listen, Smiley. I'm saying if I didn't have that conversation, it's my fault. But
right.
I'm gonna have that fucking conversation.
Oh God!
So if we have the conversation prior to anything getting popped off, right? Yeah. If we have that conversation, she says she got 300. No, I'm not fucking with you.
All right, cool.
Because I'm not fucking with that morally.
If you had that conversation,
exactly. But this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna have that conversation.
Okay.
So if the answer changes,
and I'm not gonna have that conversation.
It's up.
I'm not gonna have that conversation.
How are you not gonna have that conversation?
Am I wrong? Because I didn't have the conversation. I asked her if she had 300 bodies. If I asked her that she had a pass and she says yes, I'm not gonna ask her, how many people did you sleep with. I personally don't do that. That's me. That's just me. I'm sorry. That's just
Listen
me.
to what you said. You're asking her if she got a past. Niggas don't give a fuck about your fucking past. You're giving a fuck about what affects you. You're giving a fuck
I don't
about.
give a fuck
Listen,
about
Smiley.
her future because her future is with me.
Smiley.
And I determine how that goes.
Listen.
Because I'm gonna marry
You're
her.
giving a fuck about what affects you personally.
I give a fuck about
so
her
if she's
past.
fucking somebody,
if that's the woman
and
I'm dealing
she's
with,
with
that does
you,
affect me personally.
that affects you personally,
Her
right?
being with me affects me
Exactly.
personally.
You don't give a fuck about her past. Her
if
past
I'm trying
is her
to
fucking
date her,
past.
I definitely give a fuck
What
about
I'm
her
saying
past.
is, what
I
I'm
got to.
What I'm saying.
That's why 300 bodies matters to me.
What I'm saying is, of course, 300 bodies.
But I'm not
matters.
asking her how many people she
The
fucked
act
with.
is crazy.
I'm gonna be like, yo,
don't get that shit
there's
twisted.
gonna be
300 bodies is crazy.
There's gonna be a conversation. There's gonna be a conversation where we talking about, oh, I used to be with whatever. I'm gonna introduce her to my people. If my people bring to my attention, yo, Shorty did da 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 da.
Now we saying the same thing.
I'm gonna have to have that conversation
Now we saying
with
the
her
same
because
thing. That's
they
a
brought
psychological
it up. Now
test.
they did that. They told me that. I want to know how she responds to information that I heard from them. But I'm not making that shit up. I'm like, yo, somebody told me such and such, and I don't believe what people be saying. I gotta hear it from the person. If you tell me it's not true, then whatever. She can't be mad at me for asking that. And I don't feel like it's unmanly to question something if you don't know. I think it's the man thing to do to ask questions when you don't have the answer.
Thank you. And that's
so.
And
nothing wrong with that.
That was my answer,
now,
by the way.
Now,
at the end of the day, I'm asking questions.
Now, look,
we're talking. We're doing mind games.
There's certain.
And if you trick me,
there's certain
I'm
insecurities,
deceived,
right?
And
but,
it's up.
But here's the thing.
But if you don't trick me and you was honest about your shit,
but there's certain insecurities, and not
can't be no 300 bodies. It's crazy.
But listen, there's certain insecurities that we have. One, we're territorial as men. We want ours is ours. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm covering my food so you don't breathe on it. You know what I mean? That's how we are as men.
300 bodies is trauma, nigga.
It's a lot, but then it's like I'm thinking about it on a scale.
Bodies is
if
trauma.
I don't know, then there's a reason I don't know.
Yeah, it's being held from. It's being held from.
There's certain things. First of all, she got kids. There's no way you having 300 and you ain't got no kids. Everybody you wore a condom with, then you a sex worker.
Or what if she do?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's trauma to me.
That's crazy.
Whatever it is.
If trauma. I find out that she got a crazy long list like that, I can't confidently. I don't think I got three. I know I don't got 300.
I know I don't.
So I can't compete with that number. And it's not about competition. But then it's like,
if
as
it
a
is,
man,
that's not.
I should have
feminine.
more experience in that area than my partner.
How you gonna
so if she a freak like that and she out there like that, that's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right. So women always on the body count don't matter, because they don't never want to tell their body count. They be afraid to say it. If I knew my body count, I would tell you right now. I'ma honestly tell you.
I don't know your body count, bro?
I don't know, bro.
That's crazy.
I could start naming chicks, but I definitely forgot a few. And I don't want to say nobody's name on cam, but I could write them down, the names that I do know, and it's not everybody. But I'm gonna tell you, the number of the women that I can tell you is more than 20.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm not sure exactly who it is, and it's like it's a comfortable 20 where it's like,
you say you don't know who it is.
No. I can, if I think about it, I can tell you the 20, but I gotta think about it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's more.
Because some of them was nobody. He wasn't with them.
There's actually like when I was young, like there's actually women that I smashed and I didn't have their name.
That's
like
crazy.
I didn't have their name saved in my phone. So when we was talking, it was like, yo, chill. Like,
what you was fucking with, lifestyles?
Well, wait, let me say.
I'll be honest with you. If
I know you wasn't going to the gas station, let me get a Trojan Magnum. Nah, nigga.
I mean, yo, like
with free condoms like the rest of us.
Like to promote
Durex.
To promote
and lifestyles, nigga.
Because I don't like to share too. I'm already sharing too much.
Nigga, we gonna share. Fuck that shit.
Nah, not to these everybody out there. Like I can't be telling people my personal shit, but
Look,
I'll say this much.
Say my stance.
I'll say
I
this.
had to get Trojan Magnums because the lifestyles was too tight.
I'll say this.
For the yachty. No, let me stop.
Pause.
I'm just playing.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Like how I feel about like all the chicks that I smashed. Like I probably most of the chicks that I smashed, I probably wore something, but I'll be like a few of them, I probably sushi'd them. But that's only because I was dealing with them for a lengthy period of time. I never sushi'd a one night stand. You know what I mean? I never did that. But if I was dealing with a girl, like if I liked her, if I actually liked her, then I was dealing with her or whatever, and I was just dealing with her because I was afraid of catching some shit. Like I definitely was afraid of it. But and I knew like a lot of these chicks was getting ran through when I was growing up. So you really had to be careful out here. Like we was at parties where people was in other rooms getting it in. Like people was in the bathroom. Like it was crazy situations when I was like coming of age. Like you know what I mean with the women parties and stuff like that. So my experience, and I wasn't a college nigga per se. Like I went to school for a little bit, but my experience was I can't even say it was different because everybody was doing the same thing that I was around. It was relative to the people I was around. Like we was cool table niggas. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like we really was like nigga. I was always rapping and shit. You know what I mean? Like even just for fun, niggas played ball. We was cool niggas. We dressed a certain type of way. You know what I mean? We had chains and all that other extra shit. Earrings and shit. You ain't seen me in an earring in fucking over 10 years, nigga. Like I
say he grew out of that.
I get, and not even growing out of it. Like that whole shining shit. Like, cause that's all that is. That's like really just shining. Like the designer frames and the glasses and the chains and watches and all that other shit. Crazy clothes and shit. That's really just shining to attract the opposite gender most of the time. And to get compliments from our peers, like, oh, where you get those kicks? Like, you know what I mean? It's never no what are those. Like, niggas know what you rocking on your feet. You feel me? Like, so it's always you trying to draw the attention of your peers in a positive light, so you earn their respect. You're not trying to, you know what I mean, buy their respect in a sense. You earning respect. You know what I mean? So like niggas see how you move, you getting it how you getting it, you doing what you do, and the only other judgment is, alright, you doing all this, how many chicks you slaying? So then that becomes a thing in that environment, cause these are, so to speak, wolves, supposedly, you know what I mean? So like it's like you dancing with wolves, you know what I mean? So one of these girls is gonna like, you're gonna pull them on the floor with you feel me? Like cause they attracted by that shit. They like the way y'all moving packs, you know what I mean? Everybody ready to get it on and shit like that. So
let's get it on.
You got that energy that women are attracted to. You kind of like got that animalistic nature, but you have no reserve. You have no control. You know what I mean? You're not moving the way a man should actually move. You move in the way that I gotta call him back. You move in the way that that you should move. You know what I mean? Not the way that you should move. My bad. I gotta close my train of thought. You move in a way that you think is right to move because of the people that's around you. You're around a certain group of people and they move a certain type of way. So you feel like that's the way that you should move. And that usually comes with not having no male role model in your life to guide you in the right direction. So when you get to a certain age, you going through these shorties or whatever, you're not no virgin at no 30 years old. You done done that, been to all these parties, been with all these girls, trying to settle down, you're trying to be faithful and all that, but you got that itch. You still want to get out there, pausing. You really feel like it's important for me to like still do this game. It's what gives me value until you learn what your purpose really is. And the purpose is bigger than women. Like, it's really legacy. And however you get that legacy, that's, you know, that's really what it is. But
legacy.
You could decide how to reach that, or you could just continue to, you know, play the ignorance is bliss game and just move through life without trying to settle down or whatever. But it's like what they was talking about is like, you know, when you know that you're not looking for nothing serious with this woman and this woman still give it to you, why don't you just tell them, chill? I'm not feeling you like that. Like, it's not.
You already answered it. You said you want the pussy.
Exactly.
So
but women still don't understand it.
That is the energy that you want. So that is more important than whatever they're coming with. That's probably more important than the pussy. Is the want for it.
So let me say about, because I never spoke about the body count. So I agree, body count does matter. Because I know it matters for you guys because you want it to be untouched, damn near virgin-esque, or I get it. And you don't want to go through the town and know that this person had her and this person, and then she experienced. You be like, who taught you that? Like, you feel some kind of way. She don't feel like she yours. It feel like it's just your turn, and I get it. But in women's defense, sometimes this happens. The people, it might be you if you started, you know, being intimate early or whatever, and then the guy, you probably were interested in them, but it didn't work out, and then you stop talking to them, and you're gonna just stop. Like, if people say, oh, you need to find a family and settle down and have kids, you gotta find somebody to do it. So we're just gonna stop and just give up? Niggas be lying. You gotta learn that if you weren't taught like these things or whatever. A lot of people didn't have that. They weren't shown a man, whatever. Especially if you already started young, you're not listening to nobody after that. Once you already started, because now it's just like when you're young and you being active, like a teen or something, like you're in high school or something, and you're starting then or whatever, like it's more hyper because your hormones are raging and all this stuff, and this is new experience, and you're like, sometimes you open that box too early and be like, you be just as horny as the gosh. If you would, yeah. And if nobody's saying like you, like not you, and then you could think like, oh, I can handle this or something, but you might really want to be with somebody, and then if that don't work out, then what you supposed to do? Doesn't ever talk to nobody again. And then if you're dealing with someone, it's gonna end up happening unless you're gonna be like, oh, I'm waiting till marriage. But then y'all say, oh, if you already been fucking, ain't nobody gonna wait till marriage. Like, that don't make no sense. You had sex with somebody else, or if you got a kid, I don't have children, but they say it's about women with kids. Like, oh, you got a kid, what the fuck you mean wait until marriage or whatever? Like,
I mean, it depends. Like, you know, because when you think when they say marriage, that they kind of quantify that as meaning this is gonna, you know, we not just gonna marry as soon as I meet you. You know what I mean? So we know it's gonna take time before we build enough to be like, okay, let's get married. You know what I mean? And if the guy just marries you just to have sex, he's crazy. Like, I don't think that's really what's going to happen. Like, the engagement and then the honeymoon or whatever, and then he divorces you right after. You know, thank God for no fault divorce, right?
But that's what I'm saying, for the woman. But listen.
Divorce the men first, right?
But listen.
They divorce more, yeah.
But listen.
Even in both women on women.
But listen, if you're telling the women, like, she has to listen. Can you,
what?
Can you listen?
So women on women relationships, like marriages, are like, I don't know if this is true, but I heard their divorce rate is like 75%.
Yeah, they said it is high. I don't know the number, but yeah. But
they
listen
can't even
to
get
this.
it together with themselves.
Listen to this.
More than they can get it together with.
Listen to this.
The regular one. Oh, that's crazy.
Listen to this. So if a woman wasn't taught, and then she was, you could say promiscuous. It could have been at one point, maybe 1 year she did what you said 3, and then the next year it was just one person for like 5 years or whatever, whether they were together or not. She was messing with one person, and then that didn't work out for 5 years, and then that could happen. Like, people lie, you gotta learn that. And if you did, and then you're saying if she already been having sex and you're not a virgin, that's the only way I'm gonna wait till marriage. That's what a lot of guys say. The guys that you would probably be interested in
the
think
thing
like
about
that.
it,
So it's like a
listen,
double
reason-
negative. Like you're telling us this because we
No,
had to
it's
learn
not.
our
No,
lesson
hold on.
from
What's the double
experience because we
negative?
wasn't taught. So now we're learning our lesson. We're like, I'ma wait. I'm not about to give it up. And then you took
wait
the
until
shit, like,
marriage
you
is
already
crazy.
fucked.
Let me listen.
That's what you said? Wait till marriage?
No.
That's what they be saying.
She's saying that's what they be saying, but
Oh.
what I'm saying is like, yo, like,
If
okay,
a woman says that she's
3
not a
years,
virgin.
5 years.
I mean,
When you talking about years,
There's more women on this planet
right?
than there is men.
When you talking
So
about a
those
nigga
numbers
waiting
don't
a
look
year
good
to have
for
sex
waiting
with
till
somebody,
marriage.
it
But I
better be
respect
the.
it. It's
You gotta be
But
a
that's why
virgin.
it's fucked
The
up for
only-
the girl.
It's not.
Because she's
Stop
trying
fucking
to
niggas
be.
until you want to be with somebody.
Look,
What the fuck?
At the end
If
of
you
the
just
day,
said,
she
do you
could
hear
fuck.
what he's saying?
I'm saying she could fuck. I'm just saying that she can't fuck that many people. Like once
My
you
nigga,
go past a certain number,
Don't
it's
matter.
trauma.
You
You're
not
in trauma
waiting,
territory.
You not waiting for no bitch
You're
for
in
no
trauma
year to
territory.
smash unless
That's what I'm
she
saying,
ain't
but
fuck
you're telling
nobody,
us
bro.
don't fuck
It's nothing
nobody.
special
I'm
to
not
wait.
telling you not to
No,
fuck nobody.
that's
It's nothing
what he
special
said.
for
He
that.
said, don't
I
fuck
can't-
nobody.
I'm not-
But
I'm not
telling
if
you shit.
I don't believe
I'm
it.
not
I'm
with-
saying-
that is what
I'm
you're
saying
about
ain't
I don't
nothing,
believe that.
ain't nothing
Because
special
that's
about
the
no
only
shit.
way
You
you're
to wait
gonna-
no
'cause
year
you're not
for it,
gonna
cuz.
wait. That's what you're saying.
That's
what a lot
wild.
of
That's
guys
wild shit.
be
Wait,
saying.
what do you
Nothing
say?
special about no
A
shit.
lot
You
of
be
guys
waiting no
say,
year to
like,
hit
I
it,
be
bro.
watching these
That shit sound
channels
crazy,
and
my
stuff
nigga.
on YouTube,
No,
these,
I
these
agree with that.
podcasts,
Sound
and they
crazy
be
as fuck.
saying like if a chick is not a virgin, they're not waiting. But if you say you want a woman that's not promiscuous, that's not just giving it up, that's gonna make you wait, and she has
A
more
few
value
months, my
than
nigga,
her,
not
or
no
whatever.
year, bro.
But okay, but
In a
if she
few
wait
months,
a
you
few
not trying to
months
get married
for
in no couple
everybody
months.
that she talks to, if it don't work out, she wait a few months. That's what I'm saying.
You waiting a few months
for
you're,
me.
And you're
Fuck what you
saying
talking
if
about.
you're
A
not
woman gonna
waiting
wait
for
a few
marriage,
months
but
for me,
if she
nigga.
fuck too many niggas, then you're not. But nobody wants to wait, so they're going on to the next. So how does that? You don't see how that's canceling it out? If you're saying you don't want nobody that's out here fucking mad niggas, but if she don't give it up, then they're going on to the next.
I'm not saying we gotta,
because she's making you wait.
I want her.
Do you
I
see
want
what
her
I'm
to make
saying?
us
He's
wait.
saying-
I
he's
want
saying-
her to
A
make
lot
us
of guys
wait,
are
but
saying
not no
have that.
fucking.
Hold on. It sounds like he's saying that he's special, so you're going to bend the rules for him specifically and not
Talk
these
that
other
shit.
But you don't
Alright,
like when it
let's
say,
say
I
that.
don't usually do this because
Hold
they be
up,
like,
hold
you
up, hold up.
lying, and the
That's
bitch
not-
probably did
that's
it.
not-
That's what a lot of
But that's
people
not
say.
what Smiley said. Smiley said
He
he wants
said
to
that
feel
too.
special, specifically
Because they
have
think
her
you
do
really
something
this.
to cater
They
to
think the
him.
opposite when women say, I don't usually do this, or whatever.
But like that's
I've
what he.
heard a
That's
lot
what
of
he.
guys
That's what
say.
he's saying it best. Well said, bro.
I'm
Like-
But you
like-
said you don't
like
like
at the end of
when
the
you
day-
say you don't
at the
believe when
end
a
of the
girl
day-
say, I don't usually do this.
Nah, I want a girl. Listen, man.
You
Listen,
want her
man.
to, but if she
If
say
I- if
that,
I
there
start
are
to think-
jokes
like
that
I
guys
hate,
make,
like I hate
guys
when
make about
because I'm a man right now telling you
yeah,
exactly
but
what
there
it
are
is. Like,
jokes that guys make about this. Like
we
if a
always
girl
make
be
jokes
like,
about shit,
oh,
but
I don't usually
what we
do this, that
actually
bitch
do,
lying.
like most of the
that's-
time, niggas is fucking with a hoe. Let's say that.
Mm.
Like niggas is fucking with a hoe, in love with a hoe, wifing a hoe, marrying a hoe. It's perpetuated. We not getting no bitches that's no virgins. Virgins is getting arranged marriages and shit like that. They ain't no
You
fucking
heard?
virgins out here. Bitches is fucking when they fucking 15, 14, my nigga.
Crazy.
Trying to be somebody's baby mother. Not even a wife. They trying to be baby mothers. Oh, I'm keeping the like shit like, yo, my nigga, you don't even want to be with the nigga that you had a kid with. Let's say that shit.
They just want
Like,
little friends for
They
life.
just want little friends for life. You like, what the fuck, yo? Like this shit is crazy as fuck. And yo, like the honest thing is like yo, when extremes are brought in, like oh well, I'm gonna wait to marriage. What's wrong with that? Like you don't want like
Ain't mad
that
at you,
shit.
but I ain't
But
waiting.
That
you
shit
don't
is.
want
But
us
hold
to
on,
fuck
that
nobody.
shit is
So
extreme.
if we're
That shit is
if we're not
extreme.
waiting for
No,
nobody,
if
then
she's
we're
saying
gonna have a
no,
hard
listen.
time.
If she's saying that she gonna wait until marriage or whatever, and then we get together and then we start building or whatever, and we good or whatever, then there should be I can't wait. Like I know we didn't talk. I know we were thinking about it, but I think then I'm with it. I'm not waiting no year to be like, well, you know what? We've been together for a year. Oh, best believe I'll wait. I'll wait with you casually for what? 3 years? Okay, we'll do our casual 3 years, and then after that 3 years, if I'm not smashing, it's either we could just be friends, We friends. I'm not in no relationship with no bitch I'm not fucking.
I'm
not
engaged. Not gonna
engaged.
be in a relationship if you
It's
not
no
have-
way. It's not physically possible. If I'm not fucking you,
Would you?
we're not in a relationship. How the
Be
fuck are we in a relationship
with
if I'm not having
someone
sex with
and
you?
she said she waiting for marriage.
Then we waiting to be in a relationship.
Yeah, waiting to be in a relationship.
So a marriage is our relationship. So we in the fucking whatever friendship
She
stage.
had
And
to
I
be
guess
like the best at everything else.
what else? What? She is she giving you head? What is she doing?
No, that's sex.
No.
She ain't doing nothing.
Everything.
Archery?
else. So yo,
She's ambitious then.
Check this out.
She's ambitious.
She would have to be a genie damn near.
She gotta
because
be ambitious.
I'm a
then to be a genie.
genie.
I don't want no what an ambitious genie. If
She can make all your wishes come
an
true, then she
ambitious
gotta be ambitious.
an
to-
ambitious genie
to
is
be
a
able to do
gin,
everything.
and a gin is free, bro. What are we talking about, man?
Look.
What are we
Look.
talking about, bro?
Look, if she ambitious, girl, if she can
They
do
gonna let me
everything,
from my
if she can do
ambition.
everything,
You don't want her to
she's
be
ambitious. If she can do everything, she's ambitious,
You
bro.
don't like that.
Look.
She definitely
Check
took the
this out.
time to learn
Check
shit.
this out.
That takes the ambition.
Check this out, bro. Y'all just putting spins on.
I'm
what
not.
ambition
I'm
is.
not. But it.
Look,
But
Look, all I
you gotta
said.
put it all
Look, check
in
this out.
perspective.
Listen.
Think about it.
All I'm saying is, me personally, I don't want a female that has the ambition to put that trumps her natural. That's, you know why? Because I don't believe, I believe women are on a pedestal, right? And I don't believe they should be working. I believe the men should be out working and yeah, I mean, supporting the woman, supporting the family. And I feel like the woman should be at home being nurturing to her kids or just being nurturing as a woman because niggas need that nurturing. You see what I'm saying? That's the dynamic of life. You feel me? So of course I would want that. Like, you feel me? I don't understand where the discrepancy
The
is.
discrepancy is because we're getting off topic a little bit. Is that if you're with if you're dealing with a woman and she doesn't want to have sex until she's married, are you going to be dealing with this woman for a year before y'all have sex, or you just gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna marry her in 2 months so I can get the pussy?
Nah, I'm not gonna marry. I'm not gonna do nothing for it.
Because what are you? Because so you gonna wait however
ain't
long
gonna
it
do
takes
nothing
before
for
you
it.
decide that you're gonna marry her
Hold on.
without having
that
sex.
might be forced too.
I wanna
think
understand.
about it. If I'm not gonna do nothing forced, I don't want to be forced to not have sex. And then you see what I'm saying? Like, that's forced too. Like, you're forcing me to deal with it. I could know, but I'm still being forced. It's not like it's not. Look. Check.
Force is taking
Look,
it. Not
check.
maybe you
No,
believe 'cause
force.
you knew already.
Force could be the reverse of taking it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it can.
Because you already
You can
knew.
have force. You can have force and take away.
Yo,
You can have force and take
you
away.
knew though.
You
knew before.
like-
Listen to what I'm saying.
you was
If
like
you
the
know
Magneto of
look,
deflection,
check this.
bro.
Nah, check this out. If you see a car coming in, you see the cars coming, right? You know a car's coming. If you don't get it out the way in time, you still gonna get hit.
All right, what that got to do with
Right.
a chick making
He
you
did
wait
it on
until
purpose
marriage,
'cause he
guys?
said-
So
you
check
said
this out.
deflection.
So check this out. If a female fuck with me, right, and I know I gotta wait a year. Listen, I'm being forced to do something I don't want to do. If I fuck with her, which 9 out of 10 times I have to be fucking with her, right? If I fuck with her, I might make those sacrifices. But in order for me to make those sacrifices, she has to do other things. And the other things that I wanted to say, the other things were, yo, you are a great cook. You are a great mom. You are a great supporter. You're a great comforter. You're great.
He got a kid because he putting himself in it.
Yeah, exactly. You're a great. You gotta be. You see what I'm saying? And I gotta see that you'll make exceptions for me, and I'll respect it. I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. she'll make certain exceptions for me. Like that's dope shit. But if it's not like that, if it's just like, well, you just gotta wait and you know what I mean, I'll lay the rules type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And your body, your choice. Cool.
If she been,
but I don't have to deal with that. You see what I'm saying? Now, like me personally, I don't have to deal with that. Especially, marriage isn't what it used to be. You feel me? So now, if the rush is to wait for marriage, which is just a contract now, which marriage is just a contract now. It's like, yo, why are we rushing to be locked down? Like, I thought this was natural. It's not even natural no more. Cause fucking, yo, motherfuckers is getting divorced more than they getting married. Like, this shit crazy.
Cause it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it to some people. Like,
and that's what I'm
you
saying.
do all of that to
And
what?
I'm
So
saying.
like for a dude, like your risk is like, I do all of this, I get married, you know what I mean, and it don't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's just say we get married, we have kids, all of that shit, and it don't work out. If I had to wait to have sex with you to get married, and it's gonna work out. I mean, we gonna make this shit work. Like, you know, where you think you going? You know what I mean? Like, yo, like I'm telling you, I'm telling you, like I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy because like if you honestly gonna truly believe, like I think it's crazy for some women to believe this. If you already been, let's just put it like this, you're not fresh. You've already been used. Somebody already had you. Now I'm fucking with you after somebody else done already had you, did whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not thinking about the past person, but the new memories of things that I do with you now, I have to really think.
Blocked because of his bitch ass.
Right. I can't really have a new experience with you that I haven't had, that you haven't had before. Because you experienced it. You did this, you went here, you did that with whoever. And it's not discouraging for me if I really care about you, but that's just something that I can't rebuild. Somebody already used you. You already got kids by somebody else. Somebody already used you. Now I'm coming into the equation humbly saying, yo, I want you, I want to be with you. You gonna make me wait to be married to you and all this? Like, what? Like, why I gotta wait all this time? Like, you already know what I'm bringing, you know what I mean? Now we vet each other, then okay. We get to know each other, how our sex drive is. We get to know what each other likes, what our favorite foods. We get to know if we could stand each other for a certain period of time in a room together alone.
How long
you know
is too long?
How long is too long to wait?
3 years.
Sex.
Sex?
3 years. That's what you said.
Nah, he said for a relationship.
For a relationship.
No, but
For sex. How
long? That's not crazy.
For me, it depends on.
I'll be honest.
If she wanna fuck that day, we can fuck that day.
I'll be honest.
If she says
no,
I don't want to fuck that day, but I am interested. I like her even more than the girl that lets me fuck the first day. You see what I'm saying? Because now I see you have traits of discipline, and I fuck with that. Over just
if Shorty want me to smash the first night, I'm gonna feel like she's done this before, right? But
patterns, big dog.
If she been chasing me, she been saying all this, and then we smash on the first night, I feel like
because you know her.
But I still might think
ready for that shit.
That she's done this before. What's gonna make me think that she's special is what happens after. Because now I know, all right, she feeling me or whatever, I get it. So now I'm flattered. Oh, she wanted the first night. We chill, we do whatever the first night. Now she wake me up in the morning. I'm like, damn, what's that? It's breakfast. You know what I mean? She's cooking pancakes and shit. She was like, and I'm like, oh snap. She's like, don't get up. You got somewhere to go today or whatever? Nah, I ain't really got nothing going on. If you want to stay for a while, leave in the afternoon, whatever, you know what I mean? I just wanted to have breakfast with you and maybe have brunch with you or whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. And
what happened to that?
You ain't gotta pay for nothing. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta do nothing else, you know.
Look. sweet as could be. Yeah, you know, I was just fucking other bitches. I didn't care what that bitch did.
No, now listen. When that happens,
Yeah.
I continue to deal with her. It might get a little bit closer if she make me breakfast in the morning and shit like that, because I feel flat. I feel like it's more than just a one night stand. Those were the one night stands that turned into something more, because it wasn't just a wham bam thank you ma'am type. It was like I go there, we chill, we vibe, we talk, we did whatever, and we had a connection. You could have a connection, but it's gotta be enough time. If I'm going over there just having sex and bouncing, there's no room for a connection.
Why did that specific situation why did that fall through? Like, why did that not work out?
It was creeping.
You said she was creeping?
No, it was creeping. I was doing dirt. Like she wasn't that. I was already dealing with somebody.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
But it still kept her around, like, you know what I mean, type of shit. But it was like
dog.
Right.
The dog catcher.
It was like really like, okay, like dealing with a woman that she loves your company, and you know you don't want to stop dealing with her, but if you're a young man, you're conflicted because the other joint is good for you. She makes you feel good all the time. You got history with her and all of that, so it's hard to let go of this nuance. You know what I mean?
But she wasn't making you no pancakes. Right?
Nah, because it never started that way. Like there's different circumstances. So like the woman that you might have waited for, she might have came at the wrong time in your life. And if you move in a certain type of way in life, I think things do happen for a reason.
100%.
If you meet a woman, and you gotta really have, if you didn't take anybody life, you know, in self-defense or anything like that, you shouldn't really have too many regrets. If you're not really living out here heinously and doing crazy shit to kids and shit like that, you a stand up G.
Can I get some of that fan?
You a stand up G. But if you did something, you cheated on somebody, men and women, you did whatever you did, as long as you acknowledge, what I did was wrong, I should have moved a certain type of way in that situation, you good. If you continue to move the way that you moved in that situation, and you're old, you're like 50 or something like that, it looks crazy. But sometimes men, when we get to a certain point in life, we feel like, well, shit, I work hard, I've earned this, and now you still feed off that attractiveness that you get from your glow up. You know what I mean? Because our glow up come different. Like women's glow up, it might start when they born type shit. You know what I mean? When they come out, they already got go, oh, they're such an adorable baby. And if you keep being adorable and you don't turn out into, you know, some wild shit, then
that's some wild shit.
Then you could definitely Then you could definitely be like a butterfly after the chrysalis. You know what I mean? All that shit. You feel me? And you could be a beautiful young lady or whatever, and you're gonna attract men anyway, even if you're not a beautiful young lady. But if you do, then you should take your time with the dudes that you meet and not just jump into anything when you first fuck with them. What's that?
Oh, no, I'm reading something. Sorry.
Reading the comments.
All right.
What the fuck you say?
Wow,
What
you say, moo?
Not our shit.
Nah, but real shit. Like I feel like you don't want like a woman that's been used up. A virgin is definitely welcome. You know what I mean? But you're not really gonna find a virgin that's of age. You feel me? That's the only difference.
I'm not even gonna say a virgin is gonna be necessarily welcome, because it
would be dope to find a virgin, that a woman that's never been touched and she wants you. to be the first one. You gonna think she lying.
Yeah, exactly.
The nigga, most niggas gonna be. That don't even matter.
That could be a sexual.
If you rich, if you rich or whatever, you gonna think she.
Like, what the
you gonna think she capping?
Like,
you gonna be like,
no
yo,
way.
man.
And then if she's my age too, like, oh, so you 36?
Like that girl, a unicorn, bro.
36.
That joint,
had no sex.
She ain't have no. She waiting for the perfect one.
She
was with a dude for 30 years. Now she wasn't 40. She was in her 30s though, but she was a virgin.
See, bitches be lying. They be like, "Oh, I'm a virgin of my pussy, but I get fucked in my asshole."
See, if they really are, a virgin, if they really are,
wasn't there a porn star like that? And she ain't never had sex in her pussy.
Her viscous innards was for her.
Yeah, her husband. That's just crazy, my nigga. You see what I'm saying?
I can't watch.
If you go with a little,
I can't watch my
shorty
getting pummeled on film for the world to see in different countries and shit. It's dudes in Yugoslavia looking at my girl like, oh,
that's like
look at that girl.
That's like a universal.
Isn't she a slumpkin? I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm just saying it like, wow, look at her. Isn't she a slumpkin?
You would be a universal cuckold, nigga.
Yeah, bro, like for real.
Yeah.
If aliens be watching us, they looking at how motherfuckers do. Like, I would never let my girl do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody talking to Weeble Wobble, whatever that girl name is.
You don't got no tapes out? Y'all don't got no tapes? Y'all don't got no tapes?
Tapes of what?
Sex tapes.
Oh, do I got like some shit?
Do I have one out?
Yeah, I got one out.
I don't have
out. Is there floating around and
nah
in the iCloud?
My shit not in the metaverse. I was real careful about it. But I tell you, in the wrong hands, it would have been a great weapon against me. Like it would have been weaponized against me.
I think the statute of liberty. What do you call that? Limitation.
I be really like, like I don't be telling chicks they could keep the pictures and shit. I don't send no D pics. You know what I mean? Pause. I don't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's dudes that do it, and I ain't knocking them, but I ain't one of them. You know what I mean? Chicks don't catch me like that. Mm-hmm. But chicks send crazy shit to you, and I be keeping it in my joint, and I be like, yo.
This one bitch got me for a dick pic. I ain't gonna lie.
You got it.
She got me. She was
we had this discussion.
She was like, I just showed you my titty and my pussy. You not gonna show me nothing.
Do we have to get?
I ain't gonna show my face. I just show my dick.
Of joints.
I don't do that anymore because I did get burned. Not burned, like got a disease. Never had that. Thank God.
They sent you a porno dick.
No, one time. I made a video.
Oh, you?
And somebody, I don't think it got out, but he claimed the person. This was when I was younger, or whatever. But
how old?
After that,
this is.
I was. It was consensual. What do you mean? Was it statutory?
She said it was consensual.
They were not. They were close to my age. They were a couple of years older. They weren't that much older than me. But I was of legal age. The legal age of consent in Connecticut and in most states is 16 or 17.
Okay.
And they were only like 2 years older than me. But anyway, this
Grown ass? Let me stop.
I didn't say that I was.
No, I'm saying they was some grown ass niggas.
I don't even know. Oh, so there was a video in his phone because he recorded it, but I don't. This is why I don't do that no more because. Or I wouldn't, and I don't be sending nobody nothing because I don't trust people or whatever. And then he was like, somebody asked could they use his phone to his phone to talk on the phone, and then or whatever. But you couldn't see my face in it though, because I seen the video. You couldn't see my face, so you couldn't tell. You could just see what was happening. But so. I'm like, I feel like he did that shit on purpose. He claimed somebody was using his phone, but after that, so there's nothing nowhere, and there's nothing out in the cloud either because
I thought I looked stupid. I'm high as fuck.
There's
Stupid look on
nothing
my
out
phone.
in the
Oh,
cloud to
God.
answer that. No, it wasn't sent anywhere.
I mean,
nothing.
shit.
And that phone
I'm
is
not.
old.
I'm not
You-
surprised about anything
It
that I
happened,
hear
yeah, it
from
happened. Especially
anybody
if you do
because
it.
my life is like reflective of most young people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I look at like how young. Well, not now. 2024 is different.
Yeah,
2024 definitely different. My life, like, I was outside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was different. Like, I have experiences that I share with my friends. I have experiences by myself. I have all different types of experiences growing up that I could say, like, damn, this shit really happened. So I'm not too surprised when I hear
What?
something
What
happened to a girl or some shit like that. I watched the movie How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy, right?
That was hilarious.
The movie Bill Bellamy, How to Be a Player, when Bill Bellamy said each joint, you gotta do different shit with each joint. That's why it's hard to really run that game. When you young, you could run around, you could have fun or whatever. When you get older, you slow down a little bit, so you start to lose that edge. The edge that you had when you was young was competition, because it was other niggas that you knew was trying to do what you was doing, and they wasn't doing it the same way. So when you was doing it, like having chicks come from different states to come and chill with niggas and hanging out with
Mr. Cooper.
hanging out with girls from different parts of the state, going to fucking different girls, just having parties with just them, niggas just pulling up to just girl parties with just a few of us, like shit like that. Like, those experiences was like crazy at a young age, but they was also dangerous. In some of those situations, nigga got robbed. Feel me? Like, it's a crazy situation when you dealing with that type of shit, especially at a young age, because niggas be hating. Like, who not gonna really be hating when niggas is fucking, you got a whole bunch of chicks? Niggas should be like, oh, I should chill with those niggas. But nah, niggas is like, who them niggas think they are, you know? It's that type of time. It's really like...
That's crazy. That's how every fight ever started.
It's always over a bitch,
It
bro.
was over.
It's over a
crazy.
bitch.
Why
Because
you
it's...
fighting over women?
Because they
Since
don't
the beginning of
understand.
time, though.
Because they don't know
Since
these.
the
They
beginning
don't know
of
these
time,
bitches is
though.
everybody friend, and that's what niggas wasn't really getting. Like, yo, you like everybody her brother and everybody like nigga, that's not her biological brother. They fucking, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times it be like that, but sometimes it don't be like that. Like, it be crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, like
I'm
if
tired of
they don't
competing.
got
I
the
just
same
want them to
parents,
come to
nigga,
me.
if they don't got the same parents, then
Huh?
nigga,
What you
then
said?
I said I'm tired of competing. I just want them to come to me.
I mean, I'll be honest.
I know that sounds crazy.
The people that the way that it is out here, like, I'll be honest, the way that it is out here, if you stay in one spot, like this particular spot where we at, it's just like if a nigga was in Baton Rouge or, you know, no shame, but a nigga was in Queens, a nigga was in fucking Philly, a nigga was in, you know what I mean, any of those areas, you in those areas, you're going to have whatever is in that area, and y'all niggas that's from those areas, y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So I'm gonna tell you about New Haven chicks. You gonna deal with certain types of chicks. You either gonna deal with the Spanish bitches that's in the G. You either gonna deal with the gangsta ass bitches that's in the Ville. You either gonna deal with the fucking bougie ass bitches that's in the tray that always got they fucking hair, the baby hairs fucking pressed down and shit. Or you got the fucking the girls that's in the Hill. They still a little thugged out, but sometimes they put their lady shit on. You got a little Spanish mix in there, so they be going against the Spanish chicks. Then you got fucking the chicks in the jungle. You don't even want to go in the jungle. You know what I mean? Then you got, like, you know, you got chicks in all these different hoods in Beaver Hill, like, you know, oh my bad, and then East Haven, you know, that's a different spot, but that's like close right there. You got some decent joints out there, but they still been ran through because everybody really want the same girls, like the girls that look like they ain't hood or ran through, that's in the hood, is still hood, because they still gotta hold up, you know, they still gotta defend themselves, they still gotta be a certain type of way, so they gonna they're gonna behave a certain type of way. Now, all the shorties that's out in those areas, I'm not saying all of you. So, want to hit dog holler. Like, if you feel some type of way, then that's you. You know what I mean? But if you just, well, shit, I don't give a fuck. He right, but so what? I'm still me. I love you. I love you, sis. You cool. You know what I mean? Because you understand. Like, I'm not lying about what the fuck I'm talking about. But if you on that shit, like, well, that ain't me. Whatever. Just you acting like that shows that that is you. Don't even try to argue. Don't say nothing. Just be like, yeah, you right. But I'm trying to do better. Just say that. Just take that accountability. And that's the problem with dealing with chicks from the hood most of the time. The idea of it is that they don't want to accept accountability. It's everybody's fault but their own. And even men gotta swallow that pill. It's our fucking fault. We're not manly enough. We don't know how to do enough shit. We don't know how to fix your car. We don't know where to bring it to. We don't know how to help you get a new car. We don't know how to get your gap insurance set up. We don't know how to do a lot of fucking shit. We need niggas to hold our hand because we never did that shit. But
hi, viewer.
Now we could ask questions. We could find out what's going on. You feel me? Like, we could do more now than we were able to do before, because the excuse that we used before is it wasn't nobody to teach us. Now there's no excuse. It's a lot of motherfuckers that's online that's talking about the same shit that I'm talking about. So I'm not saying nothing new, and it's some broken record shit. But if we gonna talk about this, then we need to say that too, because you could only get what you deserve. You know what I mean? And if you get something luckily, then that's exactly what the fuck it is. It's luck. I ain't never got nothing I had to work for. Even the chicks that I got, like, I had to work for it, like, to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Sometimes I had to talk to them until 3 o'clock. You hang up. You know what I mean? That type of shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes I had to do impressions.
So
sometimes I had to be a jokester. Sometimes I had to go to corny shit to act like I really like to do the shit. Like, we had to do a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Just to get it. One thing I would never do is say I love you. I'm never gonna say I love you. I'm never gonna say I love you just to get the box. I'm never gonna say that. If I say I love you, then I mean it. If I said I love you, then I meant it. You know what I mean? It's really it is really coming from a place where I really appreciate what I'm saying. I understand everything that I'm saying.
What is, for both of y'all, going through it, what is the strongest thing that you learned ever since you had sex?
About sex.
About sex. Or about relationships in general.
I was gonna say about sex. That's kind of crazy. I don't know what you mean.
Nothing lasts forever.
Sexual?
No, I'm saying, like,
that's what I've learned.
You said nothing lasts forever. That's a good one.
Make it last forever.
So that means if she like, it never happens.
Yeah.
Or, you know, bullshit. Cause you finished. You know what I mean? If you smashing a chick for a minute and she don't finish and you finish, don't be mad, my nigga. Don't be disappointed in yourself. Don't be ashamed. Cause I was watching the Joe Budden podcast, episode 45. Cardi B was up there.
Don't say please.
This chick said she was giving this motherfucker top for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, nigga?
Basura.
She like doing
what?
No, that bitch trash.
Nigga, I had to hit him with the what, nigga?
That's too long.
Had to hit him with the auntie
15?
what? Pause.
I need more context. Like, did he finish in between, or did you?
No, he didn't finish because she said she got on it after.
That's terrible.
She told on herself. It's episode 45 of Joe Budden podcast.
Maybe she was.
Sorry to you, girl.
Shout out to
guy.
JBD.
Now she got WAP.
Left you with boy. Did she finish with her biscuits and her?
She got WAP now.
I don't know what she got. She got behavior disorder.
Damn, are we going there?
I'm sorry, man. She bugged out. It just sound like, yo, like a chick that'll do any and everything is like, you feel like, damn, that could be a goddess, but she gotta be for you. She gotta be for you. Like, if you sharing,
What do you mean by that, Smoke?
like if
Cat, that's how I feel too, yo.
if she the freak of freaks, then she gotta just be for you. She can't be for other people.
The freaks come out.
Like you sharing her with people.
What are you talking about?
Like if she's
not yours,
she
it's
a
your
freak.
turn.
You like
Why are we using people? What are we doing?
Ring around the rosy. Pocket.
Cause it's like
the wonder puss goes round
body
and round
count.
to pass it quickly.
Does body
you are
count
bound.
count? Nah,
If
we
you're the
wasn't
one
we
to
wasn't
fucking
on it,
last,
but
the
that
game
was
for
where
you
all of
is
this
surely
rooted from. We
passing
never
you
switched to another topic.
are out.
Of course it does. Nobody wants a whore.
That's what the song
But
should
you said,
be, right?
see, I told you was gonna switch.
That's what the song should really be. That's how the
'Cause
song
you
should
said
really
no.
go, right?
Huh?
The wonder puss goes
I mean, it
round
don't
and round
count,
to
'cause
pass
nah,
it
it's
quickly.
gonna
You
get there.
are
Serious
bound.
shit.
If you're the one to fuck it
Serious
last,
shit.
the game for you has surely passed, and you are out.
For the Wonder Boy?
You
The
might
wonder
get.
puss.
You might get
The
what that
Wonder
shit.
Puss is crazy.
You might get that the blue waffle.
Blue waffle?
Ah!
What the fuck is
That's
that?
a disease, a STD.
That shit
What
fake.
the
Somebody
hell?
made that shit up.
It's
They
real.
died. I looked that shit up, yo. They
Yo.
been debunked that shit. That shit's not real.
There was babies that was
It's
born
shit
blue
that
big
fuck
dog.
you up, but they ain't called no damn blue waffle.
It looks
There
like
was
that's
babies
why
that
they
was born
calling
blue
it
big
that.
big dog. Till a black man came up with a
Yo, that's how they used to scare motherfuckers, and when they give you like condoms and life skills class, they be
They
like,
should show you the
Wow.
they
pictures.
be like, yo, you might get blue waffle. And niggas ain't have Google and shit.
I feel like if you
Niggas
never,
wasn't able to
if you
like
never
Google
got
that shit
a
and be like, yo,
STD,
this shit
I
fake.
like
I feel
waffles,
like-
but I don't like
listen,
blueberries on my
I
waffle.
feel like for a woman, if you never got an STD, then you're not a hoe. If you got an STD, then that means you're a hoe. That's how you know. It's
Hell
not by
no.
body count.
Hell no. Hell
But what about those
no, hell
innocent
no.
women that got fooled
That's what
and
I'm
tricked
saying.
by the
Except
dogs
for
and
That's why I'm saying hell no.
Like,
because
this
There's a lot
husband,
more of
then
them
that's
than we
different.
think. Like, you know
Like,
what I'm saying?
you could be like not really that active, but still.
How
But
that
still
don't even
be-
make
but
sense.
still
How
be-
you
You
not
can get a
active?
Because
UTI
like
on
not
a
that
dirty
active,
toilet
because not
seat.
that active could still be two a year.
You could get
3
it.
a year.
You could get it. Matter of fact, you specifically could get a UTI in a fucking bathtub, taking a
A
bath.
UTI is not a STD.
Yes, it is.
It's a
Nah.
venereal disease. Same
A
thing. though.
UTI is like a bacteria. It's
That's
not.
called a venereal disease. But it's still
If you
something.
need penicillin to get rid of it, it's a disease.
If you keep your vagina
'Cause it's an
clean,
infection.
then you.
It's an infection.
Straight.
Yeah,
An
but
infection is a
You can't
disease.
control these niggas and how they be slinging dick.
But that's what you
Oh,
say. You could
so-
get it from water. It don't have to come from sex. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
absolutely.
But why you sitting in some dirty bath water anyway? Like who the fuck?
better
Like
hope you-
what?
Now, a sexually
better hope you ain't in
transmitted.
Flint.
And once you get a certain age, I feel like as a
No-
woman, you should
no
know how to
disrespect to
prevent
Flint,
those
but
type of things.
It's
Like aside from the STD,
Trying to kill us
obviously,
out
if you
here,
mess
y'all.
with somebody and they gave you something, that's different. But I'm saying you should be able to prevent, because there are ways around to prevent yourself from getting a yeast infection or a UTI. If you're a woman at a certain age, you should
Mhm.
know how to not get that. I've had yeast infection when I was younger, but that there's ways to prevent it. When
So,
I
no,
haven't
what's the
had
science
it
to
in
that?
years, like.
I ain't gonna
There
hold
could be the type of panties that you wear. It could be like some soap that you like. There's a lot of different
This that
ways.
shit
You're not
that be on
supposed to
TikTok.
put
teaching
soap
motherfuckers
inside your
how
vagina.
to
Sometimes
clean
that mess
yourself
up
and
your
shit.
pH balance
Okay.
or whatever. Like if you get doo-doo in there, some people don't know how to wipe.
Oh no.
Like you doing like it's a lot of different ways. If you not walk around with no panties on and jeans and stuff, that could like it's a lot of different ways. If your panties too tight and you're like
Women out here
you're
stinking.
rubbing together, you're like
so
baking.
it's a smell.
Because yeast is like, it's not just a smell. It's like, yeah, it does have a smell, and it's like, it looks like cottage cheese or
Oh,
something like it's
shit.
like white.
And she be like, yo, it's creamy.
Oh
Ah!
shit.
Yo,
Yeah, she be
niggas.
like
wow.
I'm creamy. That shit be,
Niggas-
but that could
niggas smashing.
creaming is a
Niggas
thing.
smashing.
But
it
it
depends.
could,
It could
but
be
if that
that
shit
too,
smell,
yeah.
you'll know. It
Niggas
smells
smashing
like
that
bread
yeast.
or something.
Oh,
It's
shit.
yeast. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a real.
yeast.
Your body produced it, but like you can cook with this lady made.
No.
Yo, she had
Yeah.
this lady. But I gotta
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
this lady
You're not gonna
had
do
a
that.
yeast
You're
infection,
not gonna do that.
and
What's new, pussycat?
and she made some
What's new,
cinnamon rolls with it, and she gave it to her and to her husband, and she ate it.
That's crazy.
And
They got sick, right?
somebody said it's creamy,
Wow.
and they laughed.
But yo, that like I
Nah,
don't know.
but there's
like,
ways to prevent it. I feel like once you get a certain age, you should not. If you're a woman, you need to be cleaning yourself properly and make sure you're doing everything. You won't get those things. People act like it's just normal. Like, no, yes, it happens, but you shouldn't be constantly getting that. Then you doing something that's causing that to happen.
yeah, they be wild. They definitely be wilding out here, yo. But yeah, like I don't know, body count matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It don't, and for the women that don't be caring, they don't. Well, y'all shouldn't even matter because y'all hold anyway. Like, yo, listen, it's fine if you feel that way, but just keep your secrets. A dude should
not keep your
a dude shouldn't be asking you. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you, ladies.
And that's how
A dude should not be asking
Yeah,
you.
that's funny.
A dude should not be asking you
Never let it show.
what's your body count. A dude should not be asking you what's your body count. They shouldn't be asking you that.
Yeah, if you gotta ask.
They shouldn't be asking you that.
You ain't gonna know.
Just
Like, if
assume
that
it's-
shit
Just assume it's a lot.
gripping,
If you gotta ask.
niggas is not about to be like, oh, dog.
It's not even. It's not like I
Or
said.
if they hear
it's
about
not
you
even.
too.
It's not even like I said. It's not even just that. It's what happens after. Like I told y'all about the one night stand situation.
Yeah,
like,
you got
it is more to it. You get the connection and all that, so it's way more to the situation than just just smashing or something like that. Is you connected with that person. So if it's really that, then yeah, you could build off of it. But
So do you believe soul ties, Smiley? I think I actually got it. I forgot what you
I don't know, man, because
said. I mean, it is all energy, nigga.
I believe I have a connection with some of the women.
Especially
if I don't
the one that you had,
remember
like,
all of them-
C's with.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
it's crazy when you think about, like, all right, a dude could really have intercourse with a woman, and that could just be intercourse.
Okay.
It's crazy to think about that, but it's really because when you're with the woman that you really want to be with, the sex is, it feels like it's supposed to happen,
Making love.
but then like you don't mind looking at them when you having sex with them. Not to sound crazy, but
It's making love.
you
nigga.
really looking into their eyes, you really feeling them. You don't mind doing, a coital or missionary type shit. Not to get too graphic, you know what I mean? But you really want to be like, you really want that real, like you want to dig, you want to get that real connection. So it could be that, but that's just one aspect of it, because that's just one thing. And if you a nasty dude, be honest. Like if you a nasty dude, like that ain't shit. Like you do that with every single chick. You fuck every chick the same way, or you try to outdo the last time. Oh, with this chick, I'm going to go crazy. Like you
or you be like,
you
"Nah,
compete
one
with
more
yourself.
time," and
So
then
the
they try
girl,
to
so
kill
the
you.
girl in her mind, she probably think,
So you
oh,
don't-
she's special because he stayed over. Nah, he tired because the nigga he try to
Right.
kill it, he try to beat his record, and he ain't built for that no more. Like that nigga really, he got 2 wins left. That motherfucker
Call me
crazy.
10 wins in 22
That nigga
seconds. I
crazy.
give you the world.
Yo.
That nigga crazy, but like I
I'll show
feel
you how to do
I feel
this,
it's
son.
important for people to be transparent. That's always what it boils down to, transparency. Like you gotta really be honest with the person that you're dealing with, and if you tell them, yo, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, and they be like,
That's
oh,
up to you. What
me
you
too.
decide. Yeah.
then fuck it. I don't feel like that's manipulation.
Yeah, it's not because you told them. What I was gonna say. Do you guys be running red lights? You don't think that's
I
like a
haven't.
spell
I
or
haven't.
something?
Yeah.
You never have?
I think no. I said I have,
Oh,
and I
okay.
said I think it is now. Like I didn't think so before, but I think it is now. Like it's like
It's
like a
it's
blood.
not a big
it's
deal,
like a
or
blood.
it is.
It is. I think it's a blood. Blood. What's the name? What do you call it when you dip the head in the what's the name?
Sacrifice?
Not that. When you dip
Baptism?
yeah, it's like a blood baptism. Like I really do think it's like that, cause
And that jump be going in your hole.
Yo.
what?
In your hole, it goes. There's no way that it doesn't. If you're, I mean, well,
I mean the
unless you're
blood,
wearing
the
a condom.
secretions, yeah.
Bro,
But-
it's wild, bro.
But yeah, I mean, you know,
I ain't gonna
her
hold
pussy
you.
juice is already going in the hole a little bit.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, but blood.
This conversation got graphic. I know I put no kids on this
Same
shit.
difference.
But look,
Probably a little bit of blood in
ain't
semen.
nothing. It ain't nothing
A little
wrong.
bit.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. If you in a relationship,
That's probably a problem.
it's nothing wrong. It might be.
Yeah,
Well, look that up. Fact check that. Look that.
if
Honestly,
there's
look that up.
blood and sperm.
No. If it's bad for like health wise for you to smash a chick,
Not
like
health.
around, like
I said, is it?
no. But I'm about to
Already
say
that's
something
bad.
else on the side of that. I'm saying there's nothing
If
wrong with it. But if it
pregnant
is
sex-
something wrong with
if
it
pregnant-
health wise, then
if
that's
pregnant
different.
sex-
I would say that.
If pregnant sex is not shunned upon, then I'm pretty sure what's the name? Sex.
No, but I'm not even talking about shunned upon. I'm talking about if
Is
there's.
it okay to have sex on your period? Yes, it's generally safe to have sex.
All
on
right,
your
so
period,
listen.
But there are some risks to consider.
Okay. Well,
Pregnancy, while risk is low,
oh, okay.
it's not impossible to get pregnant.
Right.
STDs,
Okay.
Right.
infections,
Okay.
messiness. That's not messiness.
All right, so nothing really
Make a mess.
unless somebody burning. So
Put a
listen,
garbage
this
right.
is what I was gonna say. We had to fact check that because this is what I was gonna say.
Booty call.
It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with smashing your girl. Listen to what I'm saying, and listen good. There's nothing wrong with smashing your girl on her shit, on the rag. It's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Like it's really natural. Actually, we just fact checked it, but I think it's natural because you already connected to that person. If y'all really want to do it, then y'all do it. Like it's
Yeah,
nothing
you
wrong
gotta
with
be
it.
a girl.
Put a towel down. You know what I mean? Whatever. Or
Don't
do it
fuck
in the
up my
shower.
sheets, please.
Whatever. You know what I mean? We got tied. You know what I mean? Like we Gucci. Like it.
Just said we got
Like yo,
tied.
if it's really to that, if it gotta
That's
happen,
hilarious.
then yo, we gonna do it. It should never be that serious. But shit,
It should
you
never
gotta
be that
wait.
serious.
You gotta wait 7 days, bro.
7 days.
That's when
Just
I
like
got
the
my
ring,
first
bro. You
pimple
gotta
on
really,
my
really wait
face.
7 days, bro.
My
7 is a
mama
magical
told me,
number.
girl,
Right.
don't be- I made a song about that. About how to tell girls it's okay when you get your period. It was like 30 days, and then a week it will go away. My mama told me, girl, don't be ashamed. That's when a female body change.
Yo, shut up, yo. Put it on TikTok and put a mask on.
Some was 12, some was 8 when they first got it. But when I got my cramps, I felt like I was dying 30 days. And in a week, it'll go away. Don't gotta worry about no stomach pain.
Hit him with a little ghetto gospel.
Yo.
Say word that ain't like that's like
That's
Jingles
what's it.
2000.
This really because I'm Corey
Jingles
Holcomb
2000.
5150 shit. Yo,
Jingles
really,
3000. Remember
that's
the
really-
Jamie Foxx show?
That's really what he be on. Like he be having little.
He on right now
songs.
too. It's Tuesday. nigga. Him and Marcus going back and forth.
Yeah, he had a show yesterday.
Shit crazy.
But yeah, yo, shout out to Corey Holcomb, man. You know Marcus.
Shout out to both of them.
Um,
Yeah. That's a good.
But yeah, that's regular shit.
I
Like,
could have seen a commercial for the tampons.
What?
I mean, if you wanna wait a week, bro, like just wait a week. If it's just shorty, I mean,
Some
it's
people
how
don't-
it's
it
how
don't be
comfortable
that
she
long.
feels.
But
Like,
within that time, it should be done. But some people have irregular cycles. Some people don't. They get it like every 3 months or something. Like they just.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
when
I was
some
fucking with this one
when
girl,
some
she
girls
gets,
be
like,
on the
a couple
on
times a year. I was
on
like,
the
what?
birth control, they be
No, but some people, yeah, that could throw it off too. But some people just
they don't
it's
be
just
having their shit when
irregular.
they be on that
Yeah,
shit.
it's just crazy. Period. So
But they be getting loaded up.
Yeah, that Depo shot. That, but the other one, yeah, because it
Fuck.
increased your appetite.
No, even the pills joint.
Yeah, because it increased your appetite.
Roger Clock, brother, fucking.
It makes you want to eat.
Yo.
Bitch ass.
I was trying to find. What do you think about people living beyond their means and living within your means versus the contrast between the two? What do you think?
How much?
Do you
How
think
much?
people do
What do
that
I have? What do I
often?
have to work with? Am I just a normal person, or just
You
like,
can survive.
Do you
or
think
just
people,
me personally, or in general?
in general, like, do you
Normal?
do you think people live beyond their means? too
People
much
definitely
in
live
society?
beyond their means.
Especially our
Definitely,
people.
definitely. Americans, period. The numbers show.
Niggas be
We
on,
spend more money than we have to on things that we don't need. We constantly buy a little extra shit.
Niggas be on government assistance. They got blue bodies.
Look, I have a clip.
Not the blue body.
That's why people be having tag sales.
Listen, let me get to this next topic, right? Because there's a big thing about, living within your means and living beyond your means, right? And a lot of times when I look at the black community as a whole, we tend to live beyond our means, you know what I mean? More times out of 10. So what's your thoughts on the whole living within your means and living beyond your means? What's your thoughts with that? Especially with today's economy, you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I feel like in today's economy, it's kind of hard to live beyond your means because you're basically spending all your money on necessities, your rent, your food. Like it's hard to try
Trying to
to
live,
afford
or,
and out. And you need both incomes now. One income is not gonna cut it.
We spend more.
So what do you think about that?
I'm glad they see it. I'm glad they know. Yeah, I mean that's
I mean, it's getting
that
hard
is,
out this month.
it's been like that for quite some for decades. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not new. As technology improves, society improves, materials improves, the automobile industry improves, housing
I'm winning this
improves,
shit.
everything improves. The need for all that shit improves, and
Your battery dying.
everybody has to
Think about that time too.
And somebody said, and they mentioned social media, because I think it's like, yeah, some people, they can't afford the necessity or they're doing that, but it's also some people be
It's
getting shit that
bare
they don't need to
necessities.
get, and that is the problem too. And they're trying to keep up with people on social media and stuff. Like, you can see the celebrities and the people, living this lavish life, and you want to get up and you're a regular person, like, you don't. And then what the guy up there, Jew, he was like, I don't care how much money I make. I ain't never buying my girl no Birkin for what. He gets stuff that with value. Like, I'm gonna have a home for my kids and stuff like that. Like,
That makes sense.
he not wasting. He was like, they was like, really? Even if he was like, I don't care how much money I make, I would not do that, because I'm not just.
Yeah, it's just
Wasting
catering to
money.
vanity. Feel that?
What do you think?
I think it's like she said, it was just catering to something that don't really matter at the end of the day. So fuck that shit. Fuck that name brand. Oh yeah, it came all the way from Italy bullshit. Like, no disrespect to Italy, it's a beautiful place. But I'm just saying, like, shit doesn't higher in value to me just because of your name or just because of you know what I'm saying, like shit higher is in value for the necessity of it. Like for anything, it like the higher the value is the necessity. That's why some certain people aren't a necessity in your life, and you got to get those people out, because if they're not a necessity, then they're gonna become a necessity. And it's gonna become a problem. You feel me? So yeah, man, we just gotta handle shit how it comes.
Yeah, I agree. I think that we do overspend beyond our means. We live beyond our means. I've been saying for the longest time, a vehicle normally for people until Uber and DoorDash, Lyft, and all that other shit. It was only a liability to people. They didn't realize it. They were just happy to have something to get them from point A to point B. But people wasn't going anywhere. People were staying in the house. They didn't really have a use for it.
She lets you up her belly.
They were just, you know,
Not all the
Feel
time.
like
It's
stacking bread with the.
with that shit.
They're just stacking bread, you know, with time, and not really progressing further. You know what I mean? Like everything that they're spending money on is not giving them any value. So they might get a new computer, but never use it. They might get.
Who you saying they? Like the general population?
Right. It's more than just clothing, or you know, cause sometimes people do buy name brand, right? Or sometimes people do buy certain clothing.
Yeah,
like
but
even,
within reason.
right. But even like rich people, like they buy new drawers, you know, every month, but they get Hanes. But I'm not even saying that. Like I mean, you could buy drawers and things of that nature, and you can just get Thai bleach and just wash all your clothes, you know what I mean, and wear them again. You know what I mean? If they're clean, they clean.
Right.
What can you say?
They
Feel
be
me?
like, oh, you can't
So,
wear the same thing twice.
right,
You're
like
doing too much.
right, like that. You know what I mean? But there's so many other things that attribute to overspending, and it could just be it's impulsive. Like we're by nature impulsive, but women are the most consumers in America. And they buy more things. They buy fucking plants, and they buy fucking all different types of.
Now I fuck with females that's grown
It's
plants.
nothing-
I be seeing that shit
It's
on my
nothing,
timeline.
but
now.
not just plants. I'm saying there's several things that are bought
Get you some plants, baby girl.
that make the you defeating
You like that?
you defeating the
That's
thing
gonna
because
break
like really like
I wanna
it's really
see
like
how
excessively buying
certain women
things
can't
that you don't
raise
need.
plants.
If you buy
and I
fucking
feel like that
plants,
has
then
energy
grow fucking
situation.
vegetables so you can get
I'll
fruit,
grow a
or
plant
you can
some
get the
weed.
fucking food so you have nourishment.
That's a plant.
You have something that adds value.
Like,
That's
It's
a
not
valuable plant.
another-
Or
you
some
know,
method man
But
shit.
what I'm saying is we're talking about
Value.
spending money in value. Well, you know, it's not adding value. You feel me? So that's what we're talking about. So I'm saying, like, you know, buying all these things like plants, or buying fucking unnecessary software, or unnecessary hardware, unnecessary furniture, or whatever stuff that you don't really need, and just overspending. That money can be used to something that can have value. Now, if you always have a lot of company over, or you always have certain things going on, then yeah, you would have certain things because you know it's going to be valuable to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's where I'm going with it. But people living outside those means is buying more extra shit that you don't need, upgrading certain shit that doesn't need to be upgraded, buying certain new shit that you just need. Oh, I'm just tired of looking at this. I want to do this. I want to do something. Paying for certain things. If we didn't have women buying things, we wouldn't have that woman saying to her husband, "Oh, I could really use a new trim and perhaps a different color. I want to do her room speckled black with with a rose tint, with a eggshell finish. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, cool. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, paintct.com. You know what I mean? Like we in there. Like, you know what I mean? But just saying, like, if we didn't have women that just want to buy these things and try to spruce things up and all of that shit, then we wouldn't get the opportunity to have business. But that's what I'm saying. It's called consuming, right? She's buying shit. She's influencing him to get shit that she doesn't have the money to get, but she's getting money to get the shit anyway. You know what I mean? Or if she has the money to get it, she's buying it because she wants shit like that. Leave it up to a dude, you really probably won't get some of those things. There's some dudes that take pride in it, but they'll probably do it themselves or, you know, hire a friend at a reasonable cost or something like that. But in any case, what I'm saying is that overspending is like, it's the American nature. You know, we want the nice car, we want the nice house, we want the jacuzzi that we don't let the kids get in. You know what I mean? Like we want all of these things, all of these amenities or whatever, and we build a need, like you said, a necessity around that because we let it stay around or we continue to feed into it or whatever. I guess more to correlate with it would be feeding into this nature. You know what I mean? So having to buy. I haven't bought this in a while. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't got a new outfit in a while. I haven't got some sneakers in a while. I haven't, you know, it doesn't matter if you're getting fucking Keds or fucking Reeboks or Sauconys or whatever the fuck you getting. Like, you're still buying that shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, to reduce buying and worry more about self-care would be the importance. But we don't really learn how to do that shit, how to budget our shit, because the nice things is what gets the girls, and the girls think that when they got nails that they spent, I don't want to get the price wrong, I don't know, $100 for it, I don't know how much I spent, $80, $20, I don't know. But that's all material shit that motherfuckers don't gotta spend money on, but we do it for whatever fucking compulsive reason that we make in our head to be like, oh yeah, we need this shit. And that's what drives salesmen. You know what I mean? We drive off of the science behind people. Needing to fulfill a void or a need by this behavior, this retail therapy. You know what I mean? I think that's the term. Retail therapy. Mm-hmm. Buying shit.
Mm-hmm. To feel better?
To feel better, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, he broke up with me. I'm gonna buy a new sofa.
With his car.
To throw it on his car.
I mean, yeah.
Push it through the window. I don't know. Women spend a lot of money on shit. Guys do spend money on shit, but we spend money on fucking man shit.
Or shit to
get a new game. Yeah, like get a new game. Fucking, you know what I mean? Mobile games is the shit now, you know what I mean? Get some fucking coins or whatever the fuck we get.
Some Wi-Fi.
New fucking skins or whatever the fuck we get.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my credit phone bills? Then maybe we could chill.
Yo.
Sing it to the Cougars.
Yo. Man. Would you do that though?
No.
Would you pay a girl's bills?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, she gotta be living with me. I'm not.
She don't live with you.
Oh hell no.
She don't live with you, but you go over there all the time and you got your own place.
Pay my mother.
But she asked you a couple times. She was like, "Yo,
hey, can you
help me out?"
Help.
And you had
help out is paying the whole thing.
Nah, well, like, cause you pay it then. Cause I like you, whatever. Could you pay my rent?
Cause I'll feel it's a red flag.
But you hitting it. But you hitting it. You hitting it though.
It's a red flag.
It's not your girl. What is it?
Listen. It's a red flag for me to have a girl that is asking me for money, and we are like literally just fucking getting to know each other and shit. That's a red flag for me.
You go to her house sometimes, but she been backed up a few times.
It's still a red flag.
Like, okay,
change
like
the
maybe
facts.
like one weekend and a half. Well, I'm sorry, not 1 weekend. 1 month, she was a little late or whatever, and things was really tough. She's a waitress, but you met her under those circumstances. You knew she was a waitress, and you knew that she wanted to do more, and she was trying to go to school, but she paid for her books. There's a whole little backstory to it. But the bottom line is that she doesn't do this all the time, but you guys are dating, and she wants to do things for herself. So that's why she didn't say she just move in with you and she help around the house and shit. She wants to show you that she can keep a house, but she's having a hard time.
Not by accident.
She's gonna ask if she really. It's gonna be the hardest thing for her to ask you, but she's gonna ask you if she really believes that you're the person that's gonna be able to help her.
Yeah.
Because she's given herself to you, and she still wants to be in a relationship with you, but she's just in need of you right now.
So
You're
check
not
this
gonna
out,
help her?
Smiley. If everything checks out and there's no like drawback, then of course I'm gonna help out.
You
know what I'm saying?
you trying to backtrack is
I'm gonna help
endangered.
out. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna backtrack nothing. I'm just
Okay.
saying, if everything is perfect as you're trying to make it, because every single time I want to say, all right, I'm good though. You know what I'm saying?
You could still be good. What I'm just saying, I'm saying that. All right, you saying you wouldn't pay a girl's rent. You said absolutely not before I finished the situation. I said okay. I said this is your girl.
You start adding stipulations.
'Cause it's
This is
your
my
girl.
This is the lifestyle.
But I just say you
This
just said
is the
so.
best.
Yo, so look,
She never
so
did
look,
nothing
like
wrong.
this. If you his girl, he never gonna
Well,
pay your rent.
She's
Stay
the
like
perfect
that.
age.
You his girl, nah, fuck it.
She's
Fuck
a
all that.
masseuse.
If you his girl,
What,
he
nigga?
never gonna pay your rent. Fuck it.
What the fuck?
Just say that.
If it's my girl,
That's what I said from the jump.
no,
Oh, you
was-
listening
you
to?
was- you
Is
was-
that what I said? Erika, what did I say?
See,
Yo.
it was a lot, Smiley. It was a lot. It wasn't like
Would you? Okay.
just a little bit of information.
Would
It was
you
a
pay?
lot.
Would you pay your girl's rent? Yes or no?
For emergencies, yeah. If I had it, yeah, I would.
What would be your limit? When would you stop?
Baseball 3 times.
Only 3 times.
Only 3 times. And
Alright,
then
alright.
and then only once if you never looked out.
But what if it like just happens? Like you know what I mean? Like I was saying before.
Then that happens a lot.
He's paying the whole rent and his rent too.
She can't pay it. She can't pay it. And she's a waitress. All that shit I just said.
Oh,
She's
you
a
like, how-
you balling. You gonna
Ah!
pay. You gonna,
That's why I said if I had it, I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? But if I had it, of course.
No, I said you had it. I said you had it.
Yeah, if I had it, then
Nah, he had
I'd
it.
do
He had
it.
it in the
But-
situation.
But I just feel
Like
like,
he said, he only gonna do it 3 times. He
yeah.
like, after 3 times, fuck that bitch.
And it could be after one, depending on how you act after that one time. Like I don't like people that's not grateful.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
He like
I don't like that shit.
He needs some gratitude shown with fellatio.
Nah, I mean that would be awesome. I'm just saying, like something, like just thank you, like be happy, be thankful, like you see what I'm saying?
Not
They was
that
talking,
he
yo. They
just
was talking
deserves
about.
it.
Some
They was talking about
motherfuckers won't say
validation.
shit.
That women need validation and men don't need it as much or don't put it as much on
I
a
don't
pedestal
believe that.
as women do.
I need validation.
But we want it. We honestly want it. We
I
don't
need
get enough.
validation.
But listen, you're a great guy. Pause. But
I think
we-
female need other female.
Well, I
Nah.
definitely appreciate
No.
it.
Over
I-
a man's
but we
validation.
but we don't get it. We
2024.
don't get it enough. But we would like it. I understand that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that women need it more. They got to go out of their way to make sure that they get the validation. I don't give a fuck. I personally don't give a fuck. I'd love it, but I'm not out here like, validation, please. Like I'm not doing that. Like it's not like
Well,
like
I
that.
just want to say,
But you gotta be happy of your accomplishments.
I mean,
I
but
just want to
personal.
say,
I don't know
I've
about that,
had-
Smiley. You're validated from your actions and how it perceives you. So how you're valid pertains to how you act. right? Like, if you're a valid person in general, you're not valid if you're lying, if you're faking, if you're, being one way and then being another
but
person
I don't
another
need
way.
others' approval for me
Yeah,
doing what
100%.
I know I'm
But
supposed to do.
all I'm saying is, if let's say you don't need it, but let's say you got it, would you want it?
Absolutely. And that's not what the argument is. Because I said that. I said we don't get it enough. We would appreciate if we got it more. But what I'm saying is that we don't make it. I don't put it personally. I don't think most men are like, oh my God, you don't never say anything about me. You don't never tell me how great my haircut looked when I came from the barbershop. Like, we don't do that. We just don't.
You might not do that, but you'll definitely say, oh, this bitch don't be fucking acting like how she used to act no more. She used to fucking get up and cook me food after the after you see what I'm saying? What the fuck? It's the same fucking thing. You need that validation to know that girl love you the same. If she ain't validating the relationship, you're gonna be like, oh hell no, I don't like that.
No, I don't like that shit.
But men need validation too.
But what you were just saying is action. We want it different. Women, you can
want it.
You're beautiful today. Yeah, but I'm not saying we don't want it. I keep on repeating that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we don't care about getting it as much as they do. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's equal.
I don't think it is because I think we do shit if we really care about a woman.
You know what's not equal? We don't care what niggas think,
validation,
but they care what females think. That's the only thing that I don't think is equal. I think they care more about what women think. Women care more about what women think than what men think. 100%. But fucking niggas is different. We don't care about what niggas think. We just do what the fuck we want to do, goddammit, because that's what niggas do anyway. You see what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Okay. So to the last part, I don't care what nobody thinks about what I do. I take people's thoughts into consideration if it's coming from a place of love and stuff like that. But if I'm gonna make the decision ultimately for what I want to do with my life, but I know right from wrong. I'm not crazy, so I also trust my judgment as well, and it'll probably be in alignment with what people care about me think. But anyways, so no, I'm not a part of that section of women that care more about, because that's dumb as fuck. I'm with my man, so why is anyone else's opinion outside of our relationship matter? That's not, and if there's an issue, that's a problem. People go outside of their relationship and go tell Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Barbara, Sue, and John, or whatever, about what's going on, instead of talking to the person that they're in the relationship with. And now you done heard 5 different people say, oh, leave that nigga. No, girl, you need to give him another chance. Oh, he just hit you once, girl. That nigga got bread. You better stay. And then you got fuck that bitch on the nigga side. Come out and drink. Here, try to get a bitch for you to fuck or something over here, and then they're all ruining your relationship when you might possibly be good for each other, and you're listening to what everybody else saying. You haven't even had a conversation with the person that you're with yet. That's crazy to me. Then now you don't know what to do. You got all these people on one side saying all these different things, and then you have your own thoughts, and you don't want to look stupid because you worried. That's why you shouldn't do that. You just need to stop telling people, show people only the good stuff. Like, because it ain't nobody's business. Like, unless he's beating your ass or something. Like, people need to stop posting their stuff on social media. Like, we need to stop. But I forgot I was going to say, because that was just to the last part you said about women care more about women's opinion than their man. That's crazy. The only person opinion, if you're in a relationship or that's your husband, it should be your man, because you picked them, you decided, you accepted.
But you know what it is, for real? It's like, you're gonna have to have friends, and then depending on the friends that you pick, you might have to go through these things. And the only option is to not have friends or trust that your friends is solid. And that's the trick. It's like, yo, how many of us had friends growing up that we just knew wasn't really right, but we just was like, ah, fuck it, we'll just hang around. Just cause, you know, this motherfucker been around for a while. It's like we didn't learn till we got older to be like, okay, we can't fuck with everybody because certain people come with certain shit and I don't need certain shit. You see what I'm saying? So that shit crazy, bro. I feel like we're doing fine though. We're figuring out the way we're supposed to figure it out because we got a whole podcast and we get to talk about it and people listen.
But what was the question though? Cause you had said something and I forgot because I wanted to respond to that, but you said about the women listening.
I don't know what the question was.
He was talking about something about your woman doing something or not doing something.
Being married and not having
Doing what?
No.
Doing what she started doing.
Oh, she not doing what she used to do. No.
Oh
But
yeah.
Was that wasn't the beginning? You said that after. That wasn't the original.
I don't know. Niggas is high.
Yeah, it's about that
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Anyway.
High.
People do get
On
comfortable.
the Tuesday.
You should never get complacent. You gotta spice it up.
Yeah, 100%. If you care
Do
about that
role
person,
play.
if you don't care about that person, then don't
Go
spice
to
it up.
the bar
'cause you're
and
being
act like
misleading.
you don't know them,
Yeah.
and be like, "Do you come here often?" And you really know them, but it's like you haven't been. Like, oh, I don't
Time in
usually
the
do
bottom
this.
of an abandoned building.
I ain't doing that old
Basement.
1996
Put like-
shit.
Put like some fake
What?
some fake
Did you hear what
dynamite
he said?
all around them or whatever.
Smiley MacGyver.
Put
over
like
here,
a
nigga.
put like a timer on it and be like, yo, I'm gonna pretend to be somebody else and try to come save
Nigga
you.
about to shrink her kids and shit.
Yeah, and like, oh my
Yeah,
hero.
shrunk the kid.
My hero. Yo, it's a
Smiley gonna come out. I can fix it.
yo,
Yeah.
oh my god. Did y'all start watching Generation V yet?
What
Oh
is
no,
that?
you wasn't gonna watch it. You said you didn't watch it.
What is that?
It's a superhero show. It's a spinoff of The Boys. The Boys is crazy.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Your
Yeah,
boy
yeah.
Laz Alonso in it.
I know. He be
You
posting.
ain't watch it?
He be posting.
He old as fuck too.
He look good though. See, that's what I'm talking
He
about.
look-
That
nah,
age.
yo.
Yo,
He look.
he got.
Did we
he
didn't even
got
talk
one of
about
my
skinny in
that.
the joint.
He
We were
got one of
supposed to
my
talk about the
favorites, I'll say
age
that.
gap. Did we say that? We didn't
Did we
about
talk
it
about the age gap
We
shit?
did.
I thought we did.
before we got here, but I don't think we did.
I think so.
Oh, like, is it weird for a dude to? Nah, we didn't talk about that.
Oh, yeah, but we got skate, nigga. It's
Yeah, we do.
12:30,
We'll talk about that next time. Next time, is it crazy for a dude to smash a chick that's younger than him if he's older? 60-year-old messing with
A
a
21.
20. Let's be a
60,
gentleman
21
about it.
is
Let's say
crazy.
25.
You said
60-year-old. Nah, 80-year-old with a 25-year-old.
22.
Or a older woman with a younger man in his 20s.
A cougar.
Cool.
A cougar.
We're talking 75, whatever. See us on Sunday. Yo, we gonna be around 8 p.m. Yo, it's Get Lifted 30 is new 20. It's your boy SmileyJizzle and my mans
CrisxmasOnDemand.
and our co-hosts.
La jefa.
And we out.
La música.
Is it too late to eat?
Hungry. Yeah.
Yeah.